Hello everyone, we have got a brand new one-day special that we're launching right now for you. Anyone new to Hochanda, welcome. Anyone familiar to Hochanda, well, welcome to you as well. A one-day special is a deal that we have a reduced price on for 24 hours, or of course, whilst the stocks last. So this is your brand new one-day special. We've got the lovely Paula in the studio guesting for us, donning her other hat. Hello. Or maybe donning her other shoes. Oh. Well, you know what they say, if the shoe fits, and they possibly could be red, but however, lovely to have you on board, Paula.
Thank you. I'm really excited too about this collection, and of course, working with you again.
Yeah, so winner, winner, chicken dinner, even though we're perhaps both vegetarians. Anyway, right, your one-day special. Let's introduce you to your one-day special. It's absolutely fantastic dies, and we're getting busy already. These are designed by Karen Burniston. These are incredible, and I'll tell you for why. What you're seeing in front of you right now is a process of engineering designed for you. We will be talking to Karen in a moment's time, but I want to show you what these do for you. When you make a card for someone, you want them to have a big smile on their face because you've produced it for them. A nice little surprise as they pull it out of the envelope. Well, they're really going to be surprised with this because these are your pop-up cards. These are incredible. Have you seen? Are you ready? So they received the card, you've got the little arrow, and there you go. Thinking of you this season. Think beyond cards though. These could be used in your journaling, for example. Maybe you've got a thought for every single day of the week. You can go and have that lovely waterfall style card as well. Or it could be different months or different sayings as well, or different tasks, or maybe a plan. Maybe you've got a plan to put together. These are absolutely incredible. And what's lovely about these is the quality of the dies that you'll get it. Look at that little pig. But when I took this for the first time and opened it up, you can actually hear the quality. Does that make sense? Hear the quality. So open it up and you know that when you take it back, it's going to shut perfectly as well. Now, we have got Karen on Skype live for us. Good evening, Karen. How are you?
I'm very good. So exciting to be here again on Hochanda.
Yeah, do you know something? It's really, really exciting to have you as well. Now, can you tell everybody where you are Skype calling us from?
I am in Katy, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston.
Wow. Well, it's great to have your company. What time is it over there?
It is noon. It's noon here, and it is about 100 degrees today. We have a heat warning.
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. Well, hopefully stay cool inside, Karen. Can we just talk a little bit about yourself? And because you've designed these, you've engineered these. So can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Well, a lot of people guess that I have an engineering degree, and they would be correct. I have a civil engineering degree. But making pop-up cards was always just a hobby of mine from even before college. And I just found that skill of being able to think of paper and how you could engineer it to move, I just find that fascinating. So I've made pop-up cards for many, many years. For dies, probably about 15 years now.
And of course, with the dies, you can use them for more than just cards. Journaling is such a big craft, hobby and pastime at the moment. So I think these dies could really lend themselves to maybe pages in people's journals as well.
Absolutely. Scrapbook pages or journal pages, art journals, Bible journals. What's particularly nice about the two that we've chosen for the one-day special is that they are both pull tab type of dies. So that means they do not have to be built inside a card because it's the pulling of the tab that makes the motion. So if you can imagine, those can go anywhere on the fronts of cards, insides, or like you said, on any kind of page.
Yeah, they certainly can, which makes them very versatile as well. Along with being versatile, how easy are these to use and actually put the cards together so that they pop open effortlessly?
Very easy. One thing that we do is there are some little picture instructions on the back of every packaging, but I always like to say to people, go to YouTube and just watch the video tutorials because I walk through every single die, exactly how to put it together. Yeah, I can get a lot more in a video than I can in 3 little boxes on the packaging, but you have both. You have some written instructions and you have video.
They're so sweet as well, and all kinds of different, I mean, look at this. We're just looking at the one at the moment, Karen, with the lovely little sheep inside, which is amazing. Such a wonderful design to have in your crafty stash, because it means that not only can you make cards and put them into journals, I'm thinking little storybooks as well.
Oh, absolutely. And what's nice about that one you're looking at, and that cute little card was made by my business partner, Tanya, who made a lot of the samples for the show today, actually. She really, it's fun to get to see some of Tanya's work in the show today. But anyway, what's nice about the frame pull, and that's the one you're showing now, is you can make that cute little card with just a simple pull, an extra little pop-up inside. You can put anything on that. So think how generic, how versatile. But then I think you showed just a little earlier, there's another video that shows you how to quickly turn it into a waterfall card, which is a very popular style of card. You don't have to have two separate dies to do that. That die will do both. Yeah, there you have it. Yeah, yes, waterfall. And that could be a vertical waterfall or horizontal. 4 pages works really well, but you could experiment with making even more pages.
Now that would be spectacular. Yes, what a great idea when you get your dice home. See how many you can put together and make and really amaze people with as well. And because they're pop-up, because they go back flat, they're easy to send in the post, but when somebody gets them home, they can leave them popped up, popped out, as we've done with the sample on the front here. So it really does make an impact.
Absolutely. And then on the triple flip, the other one there, you know, well, both of these dies really, these are great choices for when people are, especially if you're just kind of starting out with your pop-up collection and interactive collection. These two are so generic. I mean, there's no theme to them. It's just whatever you choose to put on your little flippers, as I like to call them. But the dies do come with decorator pieces to get you started. So all those little frames and things you see in the sets, those come included in the set. And then, you know, we give you a good sort of base for then whatever creativity you want to put on it. And that could be other dies, it could be stamps, it could be your own handwriting, whatever you want to do.
It's a fantastic set, it really is, Karen. I'm so happy that you took the time to talk to us here on Skype, because it's always nice to see you. We don't see you here at Hochanda, but it's great to see you on Skype. So thank you so much for joining us. Keep cool.
Okay, we'll try.
And we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you both. And thank you, Paula. She does an awesome job.
Yes, she really does. Thank you. Yes, we've got Paula coming up doing the demonstrations for you. But if you do want to get hold of your one-day special, many of you are popping this into your basket. You do need to check out to make sure you've got it. $44.98, but you can divide that cost into 2, making it affordable. And it means you get great quality dies to give you enjoyment time and time and time again. Batch making these to also send to friends and family is a great idea. 2 payments of £22.49. I've enjoyed showing you the samples. You're going to love using these when you get them home. Now, on one of the samples, there were some charms on the waterfall card. So let's have a look at those because you may have seen them and thought, oh, they look nice. I want to get hold of those. Well, here they are. So with your charms, £9.99. It's a great price. 026572 is your item number. So you can add those charms directly to your projects, which are great. And you have the ice cream in there. You have the donut. Actually, I'm now hungry. You've got your pizza as well. So they look cute, don't they? They really do. Absolutely fantastic, and only $9.99. Again, think beyond your card making, think maybe in your journals, your planners, or maybe some little gifts. You could hang these off a little mini tree or something like that. I think they'd look really sweet. 026572 is your item number. If you want to pop those into your basket, along with your on-day special, you can divide the cost of that into 2, so it's only £4.50 today. Right, next up, also on the samples that we've had a look at, we've got these fantastic borders for you, and these are only $29.99 because that's both of them. So you've got 6 dies in total. I'll just turn them around so you can see. You've got 6 dies in total, and there are so many possibilities with these of how you can blend them together and make and create those wonderful borders, which really do make a difference. They make a difference. And it means that you don't have to get a stencil or any ink. You've got that wonderful border created by the colour of your card. Of course, you can ink over them as well to make them a little different, but they're easy, very, very easy, and lots of possibilities with that. 432718 is your item number if you want to go for those 6 dies. Now, oh my, you wait till you see this one. Okay, you're already going for this one. You've seen it on the website, and of course you can go and have a look at the other items as well. Before we even get there, you can pop them in your basket. This is great. When you see this, let me just show you one of these. And yes, it is going to be a piece of cake to make and create. So let me just take this. So imagine receiving a card like this in the post. It looks lovely on the front. Happiness is sharing for life. Happiness is sharing your life with the one you love. And then, woo, there's the cake. That's amazing, isn't it? So pop it in the post. It's easy to post, first class stamp. And then somebody will go, oh, this is a nice card. I wonder who it's from. Boom, they've got a cake. It's amazing. Imagine somebody getting married. Well, somebody might be getting married in your family. This would be a fabulous card. Or how about an invitation? And maybe don't say anything on the front of the card so that when somebody opens it, they suddenly realise there's going to be a wedding or there's going to be a party. Now you'll notice if I turn this around, you have got the bride and groom at the top. What's lovely about this set, let me show you the set itself. You could have a bride and a bride, you could have a groom and a groom if you want to. So it's interchangeable, which is fantastic. We're getting busy for this now. £25 and 19 pence. That's your freedom price if you want to go for this. I say if, you are going for this. It's a lovely, lovely engineered card. It's, you know, you see some pop-up cards and they pop up 1 or 2 times and then that's it. They're kind of, they're done. This one has been engineered in such a way that it's so precise that yes, you can keep popping that open to your heart's content. Unfortunately, you just can't eat the cake. But if you want to have your cake and not eat it, 484045 is your item number. One more item for you. We've got the cake trim. Now you can use this with all kinds of different projects, but this is going to give you that lovely trim to go around the cake. So if I just open the cake here and just keep that open for you, here's another one. You can see you've got that great trim. Toot, toot. Here he comes. So that cake could be for a wedding. That cake could be for a graduation like this. The cake could be for, well, anything really. It doesn't have to be a cake. That's a stage. I mean, that owl might not be on a cake. It's on a stage, which is great. So that's a really nice element. And then you've got that lovely drape going round there as well. If you do want to get hold of this, £12.99, 4 dies in total. Now, I'm just looking at this. It says 1029 cake trims. Does that mean there's 1,029 combinations you can make?
I don't know. Don't ask me about numbers.
Don't think so. It just says what it might be. It might be the number of the die, But who knows? Get it home and try it. Maybe you can make 1,029 variations. We can't promise it.
Yeah, that's definitely the number of the die.
It's definitely the number of the die. Just asking. So our lovely guest Paula did answer the question after all. Love it. Okay, right, let's head to the website. Let's have a look at all the other items we've got for you on the show as we head over to Paula. Oh my goodness, we have got some other pop-up dies for you. We've got the surprise ball pop-up. I think Paula's got one of those. She can show you that. It's amazing. It's fabulous. And I've seen Paula demonstrate that before on the show, and you can extend that. Paula will tell you about that. But the tag book pop-up die as well. That is brilliant. Oh, it truly is. And again, for your journals, for your planners, as well as your cards. We are going to show you them all in the hour, but have a look at the 5-star reviews and, well, get choosing and popping them into your basket. Now, we're going to head over to our lovely Paula and see what we got first of all, Paula.
Now, I'm going to show you the surprise pop-up. Okay, shall I show it? Okay, I need to wait. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? It's just that it's a little bit difficult because I cannot see the screen. That's just what will happen. But look at that. It spins as well. It spins. And I cannot take it out, but it's just a page, and then it flattens back down.
Maybe if you put a magnet underneath it, Paula, you could actually take it off. That would be good.
Yes, you could. That's a clever idea. Or you can have it just without being attached, and then it pops up.
It really is amazing. I love that.
There is lots of different possibilities, and we did that the last time that Karen Burniston brought a one-day special to Hochanda. Right, I'm going to do the triple flip. No, not actually physically. You know, that would be something really dangerous. Not gonna happen. Right, so I'm gonna do the triple. Again, it's just silly. Anyway, the triple flip pop-up, well, it's not really a pop-up, it's the triple flip dies. So I'm gonna put it through my die cutting machine. Now, the die cutting machine that I'm using is A4. However, they will go through an A5 or a 6 inches wide machine, die cutting machine. So it depends. It depends, of course, what you have got. But any machine that has got like an ability to take wafer thin dies, they will take those ones. And you can see here now. One of the things I started die cutting before I explain, and I always like to explain everything that you get in these dies, because not only you are getting in this particular set 12 dies, but if we look in here, so if we look at the packaging, you can see now it does tell us that there is 12 dies. This is the number of the actual die set, so that hence why the confusion about how many trims you could make. You have got here the picture, of course, of the finished project, but it tells you also that, for instance, the height here, and then you pull it up, you can see how it kind of creates in there. You have got all the elements. Now, when I turn it down, or turn it up, you can see that they are printed as well, which dies that you have got in here. But also you have got the instructions, so hence why the packaging, always keep it with you. There is one thing that, of course, Karen mentions, and she invests so much time, and her videos are so good that definitely I would recommend, if you get anything from Karen Burniston, have a look at her, her tutorials, because they are so good and they're so informative, and there's so many tips that she will give you that. Genuinely, like, I always watch them. I try to put them together with just instructions that they come in here, just so I get into the habit of, not relying on, not everybody has got access to, to YouTube or other videos all time. So, and it's so easy following this, but of course, if you can watch the videos, then do. Right, so again, following the instructions in here, I have got them here. What it says is you have got 3 of those ones. So then what we are going to do is follow them all as you can see them here, like so. Okay, like that. So I'm going to fold them like so. And then what it also tells us is to glue them. Okay, so glue, let's get some glue. And then I'm going to glue those ones like so into here. So that's all we are. And that is a reinforcer. Now, this is the sort of thing that a civil engineer, paper crafter will think about it, because, I mean, let's see, yeah, kind of want to, have I done it? Because that's when I kind of want to make sure that everything works perfectly. Everything is reinforced. Everything works absolutely phenomenally well when you fold it.
Can I ask you a question, yeah? Paula? I've just seen you using glue.
Yeah.
Can we use double-sided tape? What would you recommend?
Yes, you can use it if you prefer it, but because anything construction weight, you want something that is a bit stronger. So wet glue, it will be the best way if you want to do that. So yeah, that's what I would do. Right, so we have got them in here. So you can use if you wanted to use a double-sided, then you could do that, but I prefer it that way. And now then, the other thing that we have got here, for instance, is, can you see how these marks in here? Now I'm going to take the pencil to make a mark. Now this is something that it's not essential, but it does help. And then also the other thing that she recommends to do is to make a mark. Can you see the arrow in here? Well, this card is not really, it's not plain ball. I always have got some issues, don't I? Issues. Now, yeah, I have got big issues, small issues, hot water issues, red shoes, cat issues. I've got issues.
Shopping list issues, maybe.
Yeah. Oh no, let's not bring that. No, we don't need. Yeah, we don't need hot chocolate or anything like that. But yeah. Anyway, so we have got this fold like this. Oh, let's gonna. I'm getting confused now. I'm getting really like now I'm kind of getting. So you can see, there it is. I just made the mark. Sorry, I made it more confusing than I usually do. Oh, God Lord. Anyway, let's put it there. I just color. You can see them like this. Okay. So there it is. So then what we do is, okay, yeah, I'm just getting now confused. Sorry, apologies for that. Right, so there we are kind of here. I'm getting confused. You know why? Because I'm kind of with the talk about the shopping list. I get hot and bothered. So what you do is kind of here. You can see in here how I'm folding, and I'm just following the instructions. Can you see that? I'm just kind of following exactly that pattern here. Then glue those tabs in here, and that's it. Now, if I can do these completely with my mind suddenly gone elsewhere and you know live on TV, then you can do it at home much easily in there. Right, so let's put it that way. Now what they recommend to do is just kind of hold it in to make sure that the bond is strong in here. Don't try to put it into when it's not properly glued, because then what happens is, of course, that then it will kind of, you know, the glue, it kind of bubbles a little bit, so it doesn't hold that well. So now kind of press down in here. There we have it. Then we have put that way, and then, okay, and then gonna put it in here. Just gonna put a bit, come on, glue now again. Then hold it together. Now this is important to make sure that it's glued strongly together, okay? Now, this kind of gonna fold those beads in here as well. And this is, you will see it in a second why. Because then when we are putting them through here, can you see there? When we are, that slit looks, if I put it, can you see? Then you open them up and then it won't come off. So hence why you put them, fold them in here. In here. And then I'm gonna put them like this and so. And then it sets in place. So there you have it. And then like this again. And then just put them in here. And there, and that's how easy. So hence why you reinforce it. So that's a strength, remember? And then you open them up, so it gives you a guidance. And then when they open up, that's it. And that is the mechanism.
Wow.
I know I have made a little bit of, I always tend to make a mistake, but you can see that the still will work perfectly. Now, for instance, now you have got this. You can have characters that you can have them popping up. You can have, for instance, everything that you know, of course, that Karen has put in here. What I have done, of course, is I have decorated one, just the head, because you don't want to watch me ink. But you know, you can see that then you have got the rectangles that will fit perfectly that way. So you can place them. And I like to place them a little bit there. So when you glue them, you glue basically the one from the right to the one to the left. I found that was the easiest. And what you don't want to do in any case is put this piece over that line. So anywhere here, but not to the left of the line. So then kind of going to put like so in there. Okay. Just put it there. Now, what you can do is what I've done, which is put them at a random elements in here. In here. There we go. There, and then we are going to put, okay, and then we are going to put it, can you see how I've started from here, because that's the bottom one, and that if I put them the other way around, they wouldn't be able to flip. And you can see how easy it is. So what you can do then, of course, is put, well, if you wanted to put into a card or to an art journal, for instance, say an art journal, what you do is you put foam pads. Let me grab a couple of foam pads, and you can do 2 mil. I've got here 3 mil, but you can do 2 mil. And then just put them, a couple of them in here. And that will account to give that extra depth to have the mechanism. And then you take that and then you can put it whatever you wanted to put it. Now, one recommendation that Karen, well, the genius of Karen is always like she gives you, if I can find it, what is the die? What is the die? I put it somewhere safe and now I cannot find it. Oh, where is it? Oh, here it is, safe. That's semicircle die. So now that would be a die that you can cut into here to make sure that you have got that semicircle. And you have got that with this, of course, the die. You can see it here, so you can see, have it everything. Right, so then we are going to put it in here. So I have gone ahead and I decorated. You can see that that has converted into a little bit more decorated in here, and it still kind of opens up perfectly. So other dies that we have included in here are these lovely die that kind of cuts the rectangle with the beautiful little stitch detail with a heart. Again, everything has been, you have got so many elements in here. And then kind of gonna go into here and then kind of put the heart in here and there. So can you see how lovely that looks? Now the other thing you can do is take, for instance, stickers that I have, Leonie has got these stickers tomorrow in the planner journal, and then 5 and 9, by the way. So you can see them. I attach one of them here, and what I'm going to do is, using one of the banners that are included in the set, again in the bundle, what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue on there. Just make sure, of course, that is left of that side. And then just put glue in here. Actually, I think there. Oh, there it is. And there. Oh, actually, no, there is no, because you need to be able to pull it up. So I'm going to just put it there. So there it is. And that will flip perfectly, as long as it's not there. Then kind of put that in here, a little bit of glue. Actually, I have got, also this set comes with a perfect matting and layering. Can you see how lovely they are as well? So you are getting actually a lot of dies for your money. Don't be deceived by the size of the packaging, because you actually are getting a lot of elements into it. There we have. And then I'm going to put the other, and then you are getting those hearts, you are getting them in here, so you can cut with them as well. And then you can take another banner, and then here, and then, no, I'm not going to use the banner for his. Right, so the inside, the decoration is going to be, because you have them here, so I'm going to put the stickers as well from this, so you can have those stickers that are tomorrow that fit perfectly. They are planner stickers, and then we can see. Now in here, what you want to do is to make sure you place it like that. Can you see how I'm doing? I'm placing it from underneath it and then press down, because that's the way that is hidden. And then when it is, you are enough, see beautiful, see good in all things. And then I can put another sticker. I mean, I'm using the stickers because that's treat yourself, you know. And we should all treat ourselves to a nice, beautiful dies in here, don't we? And then a life, kind of thinking, maybe be brave in here, just hidden here.
Did you just say treat yourselves to the dies?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said guys.
Well, I mean, depends what you are in, you know, what's, yeah, if you can treat. Anyway, let's move on from that conversation. But that's how you kind of create it, and that is a simple way. Now you can decorate it quite a lot. You can decorate, and there is another die here. We could put that one in here, one. And then, and by the way, of course, you know, if you want the absolute professional that is Karen to demonstrate everything, you can have her on, you know, on YouTube. You can see exactly at the eyes and look at that. But I love the idea that you can then use different dies, to pop them up in different ways, because you can look and see. I love that. Don't you like that? The idea that you can make it into more than it is. I mean, this one looks like it's falling down, so let's put it that way.
That is absolutely fantastic. And I know you are a professional, but it looks professionally made. Do you know what I mean by that? When you get these dies home, it will look like it's been professionally made. Now, let me show you and take you through the dies that you're getting. I want to show you this card. This was at the front to start with, but this die is also included in the set. And what I'll do is I'll just pick the die up to show you. There you go. So that bird is included with this particular die to make this pop-up card, but it means quite simply you can use that wonderful die and the love heart in other projects as well if you want to. So that's why these are so versatile, not just for the pop-up but also for other projects that you might have in mind. Let me pop that into the front. Now, there is an extended delivery on here because of course they're coming from the United States of America, and it's the 18th of June, not long to wait at all. Being able to make and build and create beautiful cards that you know are going to work. When you send a pop-up card to somebody, you want it to work not just the once, but time and time again, because when somebody does receive a card like this, they'll be wanting to show their friends, oh, look what Paula's made for me, isn't it lovely? And they're going to want to keep opening it up, and you need to make sure that that construction is sturdy enough to work. Now, you can purchase these individually, and the triple flip is at the bottom of the screen, £27.99, 12 dies included in that particular deal. But if you want to go for both of them, well, look at your first flexi buy, £22.49. You might as well, because you can divide the cost over 2 months to comply with your budget, for example. So I do know that when you get one home, you'll think, oh, I wish I'd got the other one. And then here's your chance to get them both with that discounted price. Fine, right, let's move on because we've got more for you. In one of the samples we saw earlier on, we had some charms. I'll show it you again. Here it is. And these charms are so delightful that they can be used within the pop-up element of your cards, or they could be used in other projects and card making, journal making, for example. I think they're lovely, aren't they? I mean, cool little earrings. Cool little earrings. So just flip through there and you see the charms on there. £9.99 is a great price, isn't it? And you're getting 8 dies included in that. I'll just take these and show you. I'll just turn them around. There you go. So you've got your ice cream, your lollipop, your melon, your donuts, your... Is that a double lolly? Oh, a popsicle. Double popsicle. Wow. That is amazing. And you get your little pizza as well. Now, the ice cream, let me just take this and turn it that way. Well, it could be a jester or a little clown, maybe. And then if we turn it again, that could be the beak of a bird. Could be the beak of a bird. And all you have to do is add the legs to it as well, which is great. And those other two are hot dogs. There you go. So you've got 8 dies in total. Oh. Stay. Right, we have got some border blends for you. I'll keep this card for a moment's time. This is a special one. Right, your border blends, these are great because you can blend them. You can create some amazing borders to go on your cards. And you'll see the border along the top of this one. So you see you've got the 2 different style borders on there. And then the border at the top and the bottom. Let me show you the dies and take these. Can I ask Paula? May I?
Me to show the ones that I have got here, because that will explain it better. I have them already taken out. It's just easier, probably. Sorry. Sorry, it's just because I have them already out here.
I was absolutely fine. I was asking you, Paula, to show us. So yeah. If you can, that would be absolutely marvellous.
So the borders are so good because they have got these, you know, these little notches in here that are quite original. Like it's you know, I never seen these before onto a border dies. So what you can do is when you die cut them, you place them like that over the paper, and by doing that, I always secure them with low-tack tape. But can you see how snug fit? And then what it creates is that the bed between them the bit between here, that will be another border. So you have got an even border, so you will have 1, 2, 3 borders, because there is a cut as well in here and here. So you can do that, or you can, and then create a zigzag in here, or you can do like that and you have got inverted scallops, or you can do like that and you have got the scallops in one side and the zigzag on the other. So that's our bunting. So that is why they are very clever, these dies, because you can use them in so many different ways. And because there are 2 of them, then it's 3 dies times 3 sides, no, times 6 sides. You know, it's just maths.
It's a lot.
Yeah. This is why I get very confused. I get very flustered with numbers. Anyway, there it is.
Oh, thank you, Paula. What we've got here, you can see on the packaging. So you've got the 3 dies in each set. They're at the top, 1, 2, and 3. And then these are the combinations that you can make. These are the combinations. So you've got lots of different borders to make from the 3 dies there. So if you want to get hold of those, £29.99, 423718 is your item number. Oh, let's have our cake and eat it too. Let me show you this card. I love this one. A sneaky peek. So this is another pop-up die. In fact, if I have it that way is the best way to do it. You ready? You're going to pop this up. I'll hold it that way. There you go. Look at that. Imagine that for someone's wedding or anniversary. And look, you've got the bride and groom at the top. They are headless, but don't worry about that because it's generic. So it's not for a particular bride or groom. Now, what's lovely about this set is that you can have 2 brides or 2 grooms if you want to, or 3 brides, who knows. Now, nearly 20% of the stock has gone, £25.19. That's a Freedom member price. If you want to become a Freedom member, you're more than welcome to do so. And if you do, you'll get the discount instantly. Here's another card, not a cake, but the base layer of the cake. So you can turn this into a stage if you want to, so that's a really nice idea as well. Pop that into your basket because we are very, very busy. 484045 is your item number. Now, next up, we've got the trim that goes around the cake. So we don't just want a plain cake. When you get a cake, you decorate it, don't you? So if I just bring this one over to show you, around the edge of the cake, you've got that lovely decoration. And to cut out that yourself would be quite difficult because you'd have to measure it. With these dies, you get that lovely trim instantly around the cake, or on the other card, we've got the other side, the platform. So I'll just pop those together there so you can make it look different each and every time. I'll turn this around so you can see the different dies that we've got for you. You've got your love hearts on there, you've got your dots, and you've got your sachets. Well, not sachets, what is it? It is a sash, isn't it? Yeah, there you go, sachets. Lovely. £12.99. Right, next up, oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is amazing. You saw this at the start of the show with Paula. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. Look at that. Down again, squash it down. That's all you have to do. Fold it flat, send it in the post. The person will get it home. And there you go. And look how sturdy that is. And you can even make it turn. That's connected, I think, with just a little brad. So now that moves around. I love that. I love the fact that you can spin it as well, because you can have different messages on there as well. You can pop that down. I wonder if you could you make this with acetate? Maybe not.
The problem with acetate is it doesn't like to be die cut. So you probably can, but you will have to do a little bit of cutting yourself.
Yes, yeah. So that would work perfectly. Do love that. It reminds me of Cambric Green, the television programme where it used to say, "What's in the box? The musical box. Let's see who's inside today." Lovely. Our lovely producer Emily is saying that it's too old for her, she doesn't know. But as I pointed out the other day, Emily is actually an antique herself. She's vintage. Right, next up. Flaps. Don't get into a flap though, because you do have time to pop this into your basket. These are going to give you that extra element for your designs. £12.99, 617382. It's great if you're making anything that opens up for your pop-out elements, like this one here. This is the die on the side. Lovely, that little bit of string around there. And then it just adds, doesn't it? It adds. So that's going to be the die just there. Turn this around to show you. So you can have one each side if you want to, or you can make those lovely opening up cards, like a gatefold card. Right. I'll leave that there. Those are the flaps. Now, next up, you've got your tag book pop-up. These are brilliant. The kids are going to love these. And also, again, we say for journaling, planning or anything like that. So your dies, let me first of all show you what they consist of. So those are your dies. You've got the instructions on there. You can follow videos as well. It's going to be easy for you to put together. Then this is what you can make. So the two outer die, or the outer die, and then look at that. Isn't that spectacular? Something again that you would probably find to be quite expensive if you were to buy that in the shop yourself. Now you can make as many as you like because you have the dies to do that. And folding completely flat to place that in an envelope. Love that. So that's one of the samples just there. Let me show you this sample as well. Really nicely decorated on the front with that bunting. And there's lots of different elements inside for you to start. Yeah, there you go. I love this. Now let me turn this around again so you can see those elements are actually on the die set. So your bunting's on there, you've got your little paper clips on there, and the other elements to start creating those wonderful designs. 524608 is your item number. Next up, we've got the twist panel pop. No, it's not a dance, it's a die, but I think it should be the twist panel pop. If you can think of a dance and the dance steps, send them in. Right, now let me open. I need to make sure this is right first so I show you. Yes, okay. So are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? Are you ready? Boom. Yes, I wish my allotment was just like, here you go. Here's the cabbages. Here's your strawberries. And here's your broccoli. There you go. I'm having a bit of difficulty with my carrots at the moment, but that's another story for another day. Right, so the die system, £29.99, 15 dies in total. My strawberries are fine. 424715 is your item number. And then the final one for you is your explosion. Now we've just built up the outer parts of that particular die just to show you it will fold flat, but then when you open it up, this just shows you that mechanism of it opening up fabulously, and then you fill it with your balloons. I'm going to turn this around because you've got your balloons in your die set there to do so. Perfect. £20.69. There's a freedom price on there. 440455, and you know of course that Karen has designed this with her engineering background, so it's going to work beautifully each and every time. Let's have a look at the happy hour charms that we've got available for you. These are good. Oh, you know, July, that's when they're talking about it. Maybe July, talking to somebody today, back in the garden in little pods, could be a thing. So how about celebrating that and making little cards to invite people, maybe to a party at your local when they can open again. £12.99, 12 dies in total. We have Le Blanche as part of your 7-day saver. And this has been very busy. It's only £12.99. You get your 12 sheets, 4 designs of your decoupage, 3 of each. Love that. Saving £8 on that deal, and that's going to be dispatched on the 23rd of June. Got one more to show you, and it's the embossed paper. It's the leather look on this. So it's embossed to look like leather, so if you put your inks on there and your different effects, it's going to really come out. And also maybe for a journal cover, for that faux leather. £9.99, saving £6, 897123. Right, I think we're heading back to our lovely Paula now.
Yeah, so I have got, of course, now I have got the flip one, the flip dies, now it's included in the one day special. So I have got here many of the dies already to die cut. Now, when I put more than one die, remember to always put a low-tack tape to secure them. Otherwise, they can move across of any type of any manufacturer can move across, and they overlap each other. So it's better to always put low-tack tape to secure them. And that means that you know that they are not going to overlap and damage each other. Now, in here we have got, of course, the perfect die cuts. And then we have got all the different elements that we need. Now, this is an interesting die in the sense that you have got so many possibilities in here. Now, where we have got is the pull-up. Now, this card, of course, you have shown some as examples. One example that shows how you can create a waterfall card using this die set. So it is not just for of course, the pull-up. It's just kind of, there is so much that you can do in here. Now, this one looks like it's, oh, what's this? It's just a piece of card. Now, in here, then you can fold it like this, and you have got the perfect mini pop-up in there. Right, so we have got in here, like, let's put all the bits in there. So usually I'm a little bit more careful at home. Right, so then we have got, again, turn it over and see the instructions. And this one is very, very simple. What you need to do is, of course, just fold those elements into here and then just place them like that. And then that one goes inwards like this. So that's a pull up here. And then what you do, you can see the smiley face, and then you can see the smiley face here. That is part of the die. And what you do is you make sure that you fold that bit in here, and then kind of that's what it will pull up there. Okay, so what we are going to do is they're going to put it in here, and let's follow in that in here. So we're going to put glue in here, and then press it down in there. And then what we are going to do is, can you see that bit again? If you want to make the, of course, the arrow down, if you want to make it highlighted, take a pen again and mark it. And there we have it. So, and there. And then you can see here how now it comes up. So I'm going to put, and one of the recommendations that Karen gives, and this is why it's so good to watch her demos, because it's a kind of, it really makes it so much sense to watch her videos, because then you can see that she says, well, put the glue there, and that's going to go in here. Right, and then this one, just put a little bit of glue in here, and then place it in there, and that's it. That's how easy it is to create the pull-up thing. Of course, if it glues, there it is. Let's hold it down, and just for a few seconds. It's always giving me so many more issues, the glues in Life on Air. And then I'm going to put that one as well, a little bit of glue. I always use the same glue at home, and it doesn't give me any issues. And then when I'm on air, it's always, and I always say, you know, always use the same glue that you're going to use on air, and I use that. Now, this is the sort of thing that you can then put, of course, you can put into an album. So again, you take your maybe memory books, maybe an art journal in here. You can glue it. Now, yeah, the ball keeps popping up. I love her. It's like, yeah. Stay there, just lean it. Now, just gonna have to be like that. Now, of course, for gluing this, it's important that we just put glue in there. Now, for decoration, of course, it makes sense to decorate it before we actually glue it together. So I'm gonna put it in here. There we go. So what I'm gonna do is, so shall I put it that on the, there we have got in there. So I'm going to put the element, the paper into the card. Now in here, now if you wanted to, this is the thing what Karen was referring, that they are pull-up, they are not pop-ups by the mechanism of opening the card and that kind of opening. So that, this is just a pull-up. So of course you can choose wherever you wanted to put it. Now in here, for instance, I wanted to do a vertical, so it kind of goes, opens down like that. So I'm going to just put glue in here, so you can see there that it has got the element in here. So I'm going to just put glue in here and in here, and then just place it there and there, and that kind of holds it down. So when it kind of opens it, there is only that element down holding it down there. Can you see it? So if you put glue all the way down, here, then that opening wouldn't happen. Okay, there it is. Kind of hold it there. Now you can use brads as well. That would be even stronger, or eyelets, but you can see that, and there it is. Now, and then what we can have got is we can put the dies that, of course, that come with it. So I have gone in with the frame, cut it around it, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue. Now, one of the things, the reasons, you know, kind of going for this one day special is the fact that it gives you the exact results every single time. So you can, you know, you have got the engineering results every single time. You have gonna have the elements to create this gorgeous. I love how elegant. Now think about a wedding invitation again, or a thank you card, and you can put it here, the pictures in here. And then also the other thing, remember that we said that pop-up element. So what you do is you put glue only on the, I put it like that, in the open ends, let's say, and here, and then it's kind of spread it out, so kind of there is not so much glue. Put it in the middle, hold it together, and let me just press it down. Oh, why is it that whenever I have got a Karen Burniston glue show, glue always plays up? We always joke with Karen, because one of the first times that I met her, well, the first time I met her in person, in real life, it was in the south of UK, in England. Was it Sussex or something like that? And she was teaching a workshop, and I was one of the students. And she remembers that day as that the glue didn't hold, you know, didn't glue. And I was like, actually, well, that seems to be the case always. Karen and Paula, the glue doesn't work. So again, these dies are included in the pack. So just kind of hold them there, make sure that it glues there, and pull it up, and you have got that extra element in here. You have got also the elements that you can glue them together if you wish to. I didn't do that, but then you can have. And then here I'm going to put a Believe in Yourself sticker as well from the planner shows that Leonie has got tomorrow. And then we have going to put them in here. And then, so you can see that it kind of works perfectly there. So then, imagine you could do that as a waterfall card, just by basically what it does is the pull up. You die cut several ones, and then of course you pull them all together at once, and then everything is glued. And I think Janice has it.
Yeah. Oh, I've got the card. Yes, that's what you mean. Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? What a great demonstration there from Paula as well. Remember, you can watch all of these shows again on Rewind, so you can craft along with Paula. But if you go quickly or even slowly, you can see how well this has been engineered and made as well. It's a great design, it's a wonderful design, and it's going to be something a little different, isn't it? Whether it's for card making or whether it's for journaling, or as Paula was making that particular card, let me hold this one up again. Think about games. Think about maybe putting a game together where you have to roll a dice and then pull one up to see what the question might be, or pull that and then it might pop up a face so that you, oh, I know. You know the game that you play where you put all the cards down and you turn one over and then you have to turn the other one over and they have to match, and you've got to remember where they all are. If you make enough of these, you could just simply pull that. You could come up with, oh, a face, and then you could go down the line. You've just got to remember which ones they are. Just a thought to make a game. Lots of different things that you can make with these. This is your one day special. £22.49 is your first payment, your first flexi buy payment. If you want to go for both of them, you can buy them individually if you wish. And you can head to the website and see those. So all the instructions come on the actual dies themselves, and the elements of the dies sets you could use separately. So you've got the lovely bird in there. If you wanted to use that separately, let me just bring that up to show you, then you can do. And you've got the love hearts as well to use. And you can also put different items within your card. Perfect. So both of those £44.98. Now, something else that's proven to be very popular, because let's face it, we all love cake, is the cake pop-up card, especially a 3-tiered cake. And there won't be any tiers when you open this, because when you open the card, the cake's there. And then when you open the card again, the cake's there. and then you open up again and the cake is there. The candle on the top is included in the die set, including your bride and your groom as well. So it gives you an option to have 2 brides or 2 grooms on there, or a bride and a groom if you are old-fashioned. Right, if you do want to get hold of this, it's £27.99. Freedom members, £25.19, but it's proven to be very, very popular. Thanks to the design team, by the way. I think you saw a little glimpse of that. Oh, this one was created by Tanya. 484045. Can I say a huge thank you to the lovely Paula?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Been lovely to work with you.
Thank you.
Even though it is from a distance.
Yes, too far away. Yeah.
Too far away.
I'm lost without you right beside me.
In between the shows, you're going to go and get yourself a hot chocolate. Yes.
Yes.
I think that'll be a good idea. Right, whilst Paula treats herself to a hot chocolate, you check out your baskets and make sure you get everything that you need. We've got more shows though coming up on Hochanda. We're live through until 10 o'clock tonight.